Toastmaster members, hello and thank you for the opportunity to share tonight. Do you get to do what you do best every single day? Are you engaged with your work? Do you shine daily? Today I'm going to share 10 things to consider in your career journey to be your best you in your best fitting role. I'm speaking to you whether you're in your current role, whether you're considering a future role, perhaps you serve as a mentor. And although this speech is tailored more to mid to early to mid-career, I think that there's considerations here that we can consider at any point on our journey. From anchoring to your purpose and connecting with who you are, to writing exercises, your skills, your resume, to searching exercises, searching the one at, searching your soul, all the way through to making decisions and making any kind of transformation with grace. Here then are the 10 considerations. This is the first in a 3-part series, and I do have a handout available for you to follow along with today for references. Today we'll cover the first 4. First I share, and we're going to spend a little time here, and I think this applies no matter where we are in our journey, to stay present. Stay present. And there's a great book by John Acuff called Do Over. And he says if you do nothing, if you don't read this entire book, if you do nothing else but take 2 things away from this book, take away 2 things. Choose your attitude. Choose your attitude until it chooses you. And adjust your expectations. Do you have secret expectations from your job? I did. I did a writing exercise as he suggested. I wrote it all down. Then I went back and wrote it all down, and I was honest. And he encourages us just to find the right home for our expectations. In addition, two other thoughts under stay present. Gratitude. Gratitude is good. There's a website, greatergood.berkeley.edu, in the handout. Gratitude. We get to celebrate the present. We get to block toxic emotions. We can relieve stress, and we can cultivate self-worth. There are ways to cultivate gratitude. We can do that with gratitude lists. We can do that with praying. We can do that with working with another, with paying it forward, with being of service. Many ways to cultivate gratitude. And then finally, the 4th thought under staying present is to practice balance and moderation. There's a funny quote by Julia Childs: everything in moderation, including moderation. But seriously, we practice moderation spiritually, intellectually, emotionally, relationally, and physically. The second then, after staying present all throughout, the second consideration is to anchor to purpose. Why am I here? And I do mean that cosmic question. Why am I here? Honor. Let's open that door. From leaning into our faith, to doing visioning exercises, doing vision boards, to reading Stephen Covey's Begin with 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. He shares begin with the end in mind, encourage us to write our own personal mission statement. Richard Covey has a book. He's got a workbook. It's got the flower in it. It has all kinds of exercises in taking your own skills assessment. And then finally, an activity that I love. It's a community I love to practice in. One little word. I choose a word for the year. I participate in an online community, and I get to anchor to that word on a regular basis, on a monthly basis, through a series of prompts. There's a number of references here listed as well for you to access any of those things. The third consideration I ask you is to be true, be you, be authentic. And the way we can do that, the way that we can know that, there are a number of assessments we can take. There's the standard Myers-Briggs, there's the 4 personality styles: amiable, driver, expressive. There's the party game, which is Holland Codes, and there's a number of them: social, intellectual. I personally have an affinity for Gallup's StrengthsFinder. StrengthsFinder is a powerful online assessment that helps individuals identify, understand, and maximize their strengths. Gallup has found that when people understand and apply their strengths, the effect on their lives is transformational. I quote from the website, "People who use their strengths every day are 6 times more likely to be engaged in their work and 3 times more likely to say they have an excellent quality of life. And there are a number of references here for you as well, including how to take the StrengthsFinder assessment. The 4th consideration I'll share with you is keep filling your career savings account. John Acuff shares in his book that there are 4 different considerations, 4 different triggers. And actually at my church the other day, Reverend Georgia, the Center for Spiritual Awareness, shared, crisis precedes transformation. There's always a bottom, there's always a trigger, there's always something that invites us to take a look at that next opportunity. And in our careers, we can have one of 4 triggers going on. John has a beautiful matrix. He's matrixed at Esley. And briefly, we could be having a career bump where we're laid off, removed from our role. He encourages us to lean into relationships. With a career ceiling, he encourages us to lean into our skills. We can take a skills inventory. We can go for certifications. We can have a career jump where perhaps we're changing companies, and that's where we can pursue our dream. And finally, there could be a career opportunity. There could be opportunity in our current role, and there it really requires hustle and just Nikes, just do it. So a number of references there for you as well. 5 through 10 are listed here. I was going to do all of them too. 5 through 10 are listed here. They'll come in subsequent speeches, but I'd like to close with an invitation to shine on. Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we're powerful beyond measure. It's our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we're liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically